far outside the city, beyond the safety of walls. We come for you, bringing you news about horror movies and reviews, and whatever shit that crossed our minds is true. We're coming just for you, it's not a hunch. We're trash people from the dump. Space, the biggest dump of them all. They say in space no one can hear you scream, but can they hear me moan from watching yet another scary horror film? Hi there, welcome to Frankie's Landfill. I'm Frankie. Well, it's the new year, filled with endless possibilities, and people trying to get their lives back on track. Except for me, since I'm just gonna do what the fuck I'm always asked to do, watch stupid horror movies. The first Alien is arguably a masterpiece of science fiction, and the sequel just ramps up the action while still being scary. Far too scary for me. But I'm going to talk about it anyway. I didn't hide my head under the blanket the whole time. So, with continuing our high standards of quality and really trying to show horror movies in an interesting and cohesive way, once again here is a review of the second film in a franchise, Aliens. You are welcome. Uncle Dicknose wanted me to do Alien Resurrection, but thank the toe god he couldn't find the DVD. So this movie takes place right after the first one. Ripley, after fighting off the horrible xenomorph, returns to stasis and waits for help. And wait she did for 57 years. She gets rescued and questioned by her employers, who don't believe a damn thing about the alien or why she destroyed the ship. In fact, the planet she said she found the aliens on is now partly inhabited by humans, but of course there couldn't be aliens there. Paul Reiser is in this movie to remind you his character is a douchebag. After the alien colony goes silent, they talk Ripley into going back to the planet with other victims. I mean, badass colonial marines. Well, everyone who has seen a movie knows what's coming next. The human colonists are dead, and now there's lots of xenomorphs. Frankie? Those are the wrong kind of aliens. Well, I have a limit on how many penis monsters I'm going to recreate this year, and I don't want to waste my penis monster budget on the first film of the year. So yeah, use your fucking imagination. On the way to the colony, Ripley gets to know the other walking corpses, and is surprised to learn that one of them is a cyborg, just like the dick from the first movie that tried to shove a newspaper down her throat. Of course, since the robot from the first movie is an asshole, this one's probably gonna save the day, isn't it? Once they land, the Marines charge into the human colony, but everyone is missing. Then they find the scariest monster of them all, a little girl. And soon they run into the aliens, who turn them into alien Scooby snacks. Ripley tries her best to save everyone, but even their rescue ship gets taken down by those pesky aliens. It seems like it's game over, man! Game over! When they find out they won't be rescued for 18 days. They come up with a plan to survive, when douche Captain Alpha, Paul Reiser, does everything he can to ruin everyone else's fun. He tries to get a facehugger alien to attack Ripley and Newt, locks all the survivors in a hallway to be eaten by aliens, and just all around was, well, it's Paul Reiser, and he was such a dick in this movie, I don't really think I'm so mad about him anymore. I don't think anybody's gonna get that joke. Mad About You hasn't been on TV in years. What's Mad About You? What? How did you make a joke about it then? A joke? Never mind. They find out that the whole place is gonna explode, so the robot dude goes and gets a rescue ship. But by the time he returns, the little girl has been kidnapped by the aliens. Hey there, little girl. Come join us. We've got candy. Ripley goes back in the colony and finds the alien queen. Ripley rescues the girl and sets the eggs on fire, and the day is saved. Of course, that alien queen sneaks onto the ship for one last hurrah. It divides the robot by two, and then attacks the girl. But Ripley, being the universe's coolest badass, gets into this robot exosuit thing and kicks that alien bitch into the void of space. So I guess the thing to take away from this movie is the thickness of your blanket. The thickness of your blanket? Explain, please. Well, it's simple. A thicker blanket is good for hiding under when the scenes get too scary. I only had a fucking sheet, one you could see through easily, and still ended up shitting my pants in terror. I don't think that's true. I think I'd notice if shit came out of you. Someday I'm gonna shit down your arm for real. What was that? Well, that's all the time we have for this episode. I guess this movie proves me right about something, I guess. Ah, shit. I don't have some stupid moral. Running out of time. Wrap it up. I guess, don't try and make out with strange alien creatures, no matter how much their mouth looks like a vagina. Well done, Frankie. Well done.
Look at you all dressed up like a ballerina. And it's snowing? Are we doing the Nutcracker?
Oh, that's not snow. It's maggots.
Oh. Suspiria?
Yep. Hey, let's make maggot angels. Witch. Welcome to The Dump. We are your hosts. I'm Uncle Guts.
And I'm Aunt Gore. And
we are Trash People from the Dump.
Today we are going to talk about the 1977 film Suspiria.
Suspiria is a truly strange horror film that almost seems more fantasy fairy tale-like than just straight horror. But don't get me wrong, there are still some nasty, frightening scenes in this horror movie classic.
Suspiria is about a girl named Susie who is a talented ballet dancer and gets accepted into a prestigious dance school in Germany.
Of course, the school is plagued by unnatural events and spooky occult nonsense. It's like Hogwarts for dancers. You're a wizard, Harry! I mean, a witch, Susie!
The night Susie arrives, she gets turned away by an unseen woman and watches as a student runs away into the creepy woods. Those creepy woods look safe.
A horror trope that happens a lot in this movie is spooky wind blasting open windows. Sorta reminds me of my side business. Hey there, you got yourself a mansion, but the windows just stay shut all the time? Like every time there's just a slight gust of air, the windows won't budge an inch. Well, come on down to Creepy Bill's Creepy Window Shop. We got all your creepy window needs. Creepy shutters that flap in the wind, windows that just burst open at the slightest gust of air, and of course windows that will slam shut on children's fingers. Everything you could think of, you can find at Creepy Bill's Creepy Windows.
Of course, everyone at the school seems to be weirdly creepy. All of your favorite spooky people are here. A nephew that looks like he's from the Village of the Damned. A weird-looking custodian whose smile is like the gates to hell.
Wait, what am I doing here?
And of course, weird, creepy teachers.
There is also a blind piano player with a helper dog. Gee, I really hope that guy doesn't get eaten by his dog. Wink, wink.
Susie meets some of the other students and becomes close with a girl named Sarah.
Another girl teases them for having names that start with the letter S. She says something about how names that start with S must be snake people.
Well, that's not true. I know lots of other snakes, and their names can't all start with the letter S. Let me think. Steve? No. Sam? No. Oh, wait! Cindy! Yeah, but she spells it with the letter S, so...
Susie gets ill during practice, so the teachers force her on a diet of their choosing. Of course they're poisoning her, because duh, it's a horror movie.
Then of course, the notorious maggot rain scene happens, and it's maggot-licious.
The teachers close down the floor where the students were staying and force them to sleep in one of the large dance rooms downstairs. There they hear creepy snoring from nearby, and Susie's friend Sarah tells her how the head directress snores just like that.
You know, that reminds me of that time I stayed at Frankie's place.
The piano player's dog bites the young boy staying at the school, so they fire the piano player.
And then, big surprise, he gets eaten by his own dog. What a twist.
Let's see who the real monster is.
Ah!
It was you all along.
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you pestering kids and that demon dog. You know, this is a real fucked up way to tie people up, kids.
The teachers always sneak around at night, but don't ever leave the building. Susie listens to their footsteps and figures out exactly where they are going.
I don't know how. I guess she's Sherlock or something. I think this person is dead.
The other girl, Sarah, asks Susie if she knows anything about witches.
Which lets us know what this movie is about, if you didn't already know. You know, we had some weird shit happen in the dump lately. Tell me, do you know anything about witch baboons? What? What about baboons? We have a serious baboon problem in the dump. Like, way out of control. That sounds like something for the boss to deal with. I hate you so much, but not as much as these goddamn baboons.
Sarah's fate is sealed when she jumps down into a room full of razor wires. I'm not exactly sure how she didn't see the room full of razor wire before she jumped.
Okay, the door's just over there. I can make it.
Why so many baboons? Why didn't I see that this room was full of fucking baboons?
Susie sneaks down into the secret chambers of the school and finds out it's been witches all along.
You see, the witches need to feed off the suffering of students to gain their power.
Just like real teachers.
In the end, Susie kills the head witch and the school is destroyed.
You know, I never liked school much anyway. Book learning never taught me nothing about nothing.
Clearly.
Today is a special day here in the dump graveyard. Jasper is letting Garbage Pat tell one of his poems. Isn't that exciting?
It sure is, Mr. Sparkles. Garbage Pat, take it away.
Well, thank you, fellas. So today I want to read you a poem I wrote about the new year. Excellent choice, Pat. Okie dokie. My poem about the new year. My poem.
Oh, jeezy peasy, get on with it.
I got it. My poem. Here it goes. The new year is now. I like, cows. I promise I'll be good and do the things I should. Like walk around the dump and say hi to all the chumps. I don't know how to do this, and I have an itchy rump. Well, Garbage Pat, that was something else.
I liked it, although I like the endings to my poems to be a little more violent.
To tell the truth, I didn't prepare a poem and I just said what came to mind. Well, that's a hidden talent, isn't it? What about your metaphors? Does your itchy rump in your poem explain the complexities of your life in the dump? No. My ass just itches. Oh.
Well, I think it was a fine poem. And do you know what every fine poem deserves?
What?
Dessert!
Welcome, my fellow feeders of human excrement, to another episode of The Artist's Corner. I'm professional toilet licker, art critic, Rod Roddington. You know, it's a new year, so let's kick it off to a great start with some amazing artists. Today, we look at the work of... No, I haven't this time. I've practiced a lot since the last episode, and I know I can do it. I can do it. You got this, Rod. You got this. Fuck. Okay, sound it out. Tree Stopper Macal Wreath. I'm not even close, am I? Okay, that sounds good to me. Today we look at the art of Triss. Ooh, Dracula. Up to no good, I'm sure. You know, Dracula may very well literally suck. This artwork sure doesn't. Ooh, creepy spidery stuff. Everybody likes creepy spidery stuff. Except for Uncle Guts. He thinks spiders are spooky. Ooh, more spidery stuff. Except this time it has a pretty lady. I wonder, is the pretty lady a victim of the spiders? Or is she a spider lady? Ooh, spooky. Ah, it's Cthulhu, the most evil of evil, deliverer of madness and death. And a close personal friend of the show. Here are a couple caricatures by Triss. Hey, that guy looks kind of familiar. Oh, of course, it's Uncle Guts. You know, he should be very happy the artist was kind. I mean, comparing that to that. So there you have it. A wonderful look into the art of that guy. If you want to purchase more art from Chris, check the links below. Also, if you live in the Portland area, you can catch Chris at the Portland Saturday Market. As always, thanks for watching and supporting great artists everywhere. Now, I take my leave. It's time for me to have my meeting with my speech coach. Next time I'm going to get it right. Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of our silly show. We're so happy that you've kept watching and got a few new subscribers today. And just in the past couple weeks, we just want to say, hey, thanks for joining us. There must be something wrong with you as well. But we're glad to have you. Just a couple things to point out this episode.
First, if you are looking for something to do on Valentine's Day with your significant other or just friends or just yourself, Queer War is doing Bride of Chucky.
Ooh.
I'm really excited for that. And that will be on February 14th at 8:30 at the Hollywood. Tickets are not on sale yet, but we'll have links below so you can stock and make sure you get your tickets as soon as they go on sale.
Yeah, because they'll probably sell out. It will probably sell out. Unless people are dumb, but it will probably sell. Also, our friend Stephanie is trying to sell these paintings. If you are interested in either one of these nice pieces of work, just let us know in the comments and we'll make sure we let her know. And I think that's all we have to say for this episode. But before we have to go, we want to thank you for watching the show. We hope you had a good time letting us rub your minds. We hope you're still alive, feeling warm and fuzzy inside. We hope that you are well good and raising hell.